back to another really touch base point that Inside Access Control likes to bring. As some of you know from, I want to say it was 2 weeks ago, we did an introduction with Matt and Katie about the AcceleRISE conference that's coming up. And we thought we'd have somebody else join us also that has participated in years past. I think last year was the first year, if I'm not mistaken, and then this year the second. But Rebecca Bayne, she's the president of Bayne Consulting and Search, a sponsor from last year and this year. So Rebecca, thank you very much for taking the time to join us today to talk a little bit about the conference.
Thank you, Lee. Glad to be here.
Of course. Before we jump into the conference, if you don't mind, why don't you give everybody just a little bit of background of who you are, your experience in the industry, and what you do.
Certainly. So I am the president of Bayne Consulting and Search. We are a search firm that is 100% dedicated to the security integration and fire life safety part of our industry. We have been doing this entirely since I started the company in 2013. Prior to that, I was also working in a firm with that focus for 13 years. And prior to that, brought IT recruiting and also construction management background to what we do here. So we love it. We love this part of the industry.
Yeah, you won't say it, but I will. After talking to a bunch of people and letting them know that you were going to do this, it seems to be that everybody knows who you are within the industry. So that's a testament to you being around. But then also, no, I think it's the kind of industry where you take care of people and you treat them nicely and you're around people, remember you and make the impact. So
thank you.
I appreciate you making the time to do this. So why don't you give us a little bit, because you, like I said, you were at the one last year at AcceleRISE. Why don't you give it a little bit of background on your impressions of it, and then also just talk a little bit about why you think it would be a great thing for people to participate in.
Absolutely. I chose to be one of the platinum level sponsors last year at AcceleRISE because ever since I came into this industry in 2001, it was clear to me that we have a huge lack of presence in colleges and in high schools and teaching kids about, you know, what could your career be? Well, what do you want to be when you grow up? And no one talks about being in the security industry. As a result of that, my mantra has been, we're running out of bodies. And literally, we have so few people to target that are in this talent pool. And I know that we have a tremendous lack of also presence in some other areas of the population. So with diversity and inclusion, we're also big proponents of that in this industry. I think that, especially after seeing the attendees from last year, Lee, it was very clear to me that the messages and the focus of the conference were very important to that younger generation. And I think that everything that we can do to continue to bring more people into our industry can only result in good for us. One real quick thing, I want to one more thing your way. I'm actually speaking and I'm moderating a panel. Give my pitch. I've got 3 amazing panelists. Please go look up the agenda. And we're going to be bringing some people to the forefront to talk about how they built their careers in the security industry and how everyone else can do the same thing.
Wonderful. So do you know when it is, what date and the time?
So I believe I'm on the 28th, right around noon Central Time. And yeah, look forward to seeing everybody on that virtual conference.
So thank you for you finding how important this is, and not only just saying it, but then also doing something about it.
You bet. Thanks, Lee.
No problem. So if we were to look at the event, was going to be in Austin. It's now, though, virtual, like we said, and looking at my notes here, it's July 27th through the 31st. We'll put in the notes where people could find out more information about it and where to sign up. So Rebecca, thank you again. I appreciate you sharing a little bit of what's going on with the AcceleRISE conference and why you participated. And thank you for taking the time.